Hey, welcome everyone to Find a Born Leader Within You. I'm Andrew J. Jules. I'm going to be interviewing the amazing Victorious, and she's going to be sharing her story very, very soon. I'm basically just want to let you know that this group is for leaders and aspiring leaders. This is a place to be. If I'm interviewing you, I already see you as a leader, even if you don't see yourself as a leader. You know, this is the place to network with leaders and aspiring leaders. If you didn't see last week's webinar or the previous webinars after this, then where have you been? So anyway, you know, I was thinking of a thing. I was actually thinking to myself, you know what should we call this webinar? What should we call it? And like me and Victorious were just going through some ideas, and you know, she was like, no, I don't like that, I don't like this, and then she just said, still a work in progress. And when she said that, it was like a light bulb hit. It was like a light bulb moment, and I was like, that's it, Victorious, that is it. We're gonna call it still a work in progress. Thank you. And it was just like that. And that's how we got the title for this webinar. So I'm going to be asking Victorious, like I always do in every single interview I've done since I started Find a Born Leader Within You. You know, our very first interview, we always find out what is their routine, you know, but before any of that, we want to know where you are locking in. Victorious, where are you locking in from? And why do people call you Victorious? Is it Victoria or is it Victorious?
It's both. It's Vicky, it's Victorious. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Yeah. You can call me Vicky, Victorious, or Victoria. Either can do, but I prefer Victorious because I'm victorious. I've won battles, I've fought battles, and I've won. So, yeah, I'm victorious.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Nairobi, Kenya.
Wow. International.
Yes.
We are international. You know, the last person I interviewed, they were in India. You're now joining us from Kenya. I've pretty much interviewed everyone around the globe. Like, it's amazing. Like, the opportunity that we have right here of actually being able to reach different people all around the world, you know, is phenomenal. And this, you know, absolutely phenomenal. Thank you everyone for joining. You know, can you just let us know exactly what's your routine? What do you know, how do you start before you go to bed? What do you do, and then what do you do in the morning? Like, what is the routine from night to morning? How does it look for you?
Oh, awesome. As you know, I'm not employed, and I have not employed myself. I'm just an online entrepreneur. So I've got all the time in the world. I can do whatever I want to do. But most of the time, what I do, not all the time, but most of the time, every day, I wake up early at 4, start with my day with gratitude. Then after that, I do my meditation. I've given myself 15 minutes for each. Then I pray, or, you know, I communicate with my God. Then I do some few success exercises, if you know what I mean. And after that, I start reading. After reading few of my books, few of my chapters, what I do next, I follow up my clients. Still in the house all that time. From 4, that's about to 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So,
so
what's your nighttime routine looking like? Like, what do you do before you go to bed?
Most of the time, the night ones are really unpredictable because most of the time I come home late. I come home late because maybe I'm from seeing clients, you know what I mean? I am driving late at night, it's traffic, so it's not actually really, but when I get to the house, number one thing I do after opening the door is wash my hands. After washing my hands, the next thing I do is straight to the shower. No sitting down, no nothing. And after that is when I relax a bit. I'll take some lemon juice, you know, stuff like that. Then I go to bed. Depending, I read a book, or I'll end up listening to guided meditation, you know what I mean? Or yes. I sleep, most of the time I sleep something, yeah. Most of the time have to listen to a guided meditation. So most of the time, that's what I do, and I sleep till morning.
Okay, and then what does your morning look like?
Hello.
Hello, what's your morning routine?
Awesome. My morning routine is very, very nice. Just like I said before, I start my meditation. I will pray. After prayer, I will give thanks. I will do my visualization, and then after that I'll do some few exercises to just get myself ready and to just get my energies very high for the day. Visualize my day or visualize the things that I want, and then after that I'll read a book, either a motivational book or a life-changing book, and after that I will start reading our millionaire mentors materials or listening to the videos that our training videos, or I'll wake up after that, take my breakfast, and then start my day.
Okay, what's your breakfast looking like? What do you have?
Very simple.
Very simple?
My breakfast.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you have for breakfast?
What I have my breakfast, again, it depends. It's not every day I do a breakfast, but again, it depends. Sometimes I'll do eggs with bread. Sometimes I'll do water in the morning. And yes, that's it. My breakfast usually is not so much because of the meditation I'll do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is the part where we go back into time, your childhood. If you could share, like, your earliest memories of your childhood, as a child, how different are you from the person you was then? What was you doing? Are you the same type of person you are now? What was your childhood like growing up?
Awesome. I like talking about my childhood because it was a beautiful and a painful one at the same time. And yeah, all the same, I grew up to be the person I am. But yeah, I grew up with my mom and with just my mom and my dad. Then we were not staying together. And then after a few years, we went back to be with my mom and my dad, which of course my sister came along. That was about 1984 is when my sister came. Yeah, 1984. And then we stayed with mom and dad, but my dad used to be a bit brutal, you know what I mean? Because of wetting the bed, he would beat me up. And we got so bored. And, my mom and my dad separated, and we went to stay with mom and my sister. Then after that, after some times, we went to school just in the city, started the school in the city. And yeah, it was a beautiful life until the time when my mom kind of, got tired of maybe raising us because life was tough then. Dad was no longer there to provide. So she took us back to my grandmother with my sister. And growing up with my grandmother, of course, it changed the environment. This is a village. You're used to a city life and stuff like that. It was really tough growing up from the city then to the village, a life that you're not used to. So basically, my mom also left us and went back to the city, and we were left with my sister and my grandmother. My grandmother was a bit tough, so it was not easy, of course, growing up with old people and sometimes people who don't understand you. And so, but I was very bright in school. I remember I used to come number one, everything I used to get 100% of every subject. I was very, very bright. But because of that gap between me and my parents, my mom, basically, it wasn't easy. And my performance in school started going down and down and down and down. Yeah, but after some times, my mom passed on when I was about 10 years. But the dad I'm talking about was the dad to my sister. I never grew up to see my dad. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. But well, I also told that he passed away like many years ago. My mom passed away when I was very young, in 1990. And then, of course, I grew up without parents, just me and my sister and my grandparents, you know, and it was okay. It was okay until I went to school. After school, primary school, I was still staying with my grandmother. But high school, I started staying, I went back to the city to stay with my grandfather. He really used to love me. So I was separated again from my sister, you know. So it was a painful season, but also a learning one today if I look back. So yeah, then after that, my grandfather passed on, and then my grandmother, after a few years again, she passed on. And now I went to high school, did all my high school, and finished my high school, then my college. I started working when I was 19 years old because, of course, without parents, without people who are there to fend you, you have to really do this by yourself. So at the age of 19, I was already working and I was staying by myself. So yeah, started taking care of myself when I was really young.
Wow, that was like a fast forward. So did you have any role models as a child? Who was your role models? Like, you know, any, if any?
No, I didn't have, unfortunately.
You didn't have anyone you looked up to and said, hey, you know, that's who I want to be?
No.
Okay, wow. And you're saying that you went to school or you didn't attend, you went to school for a bit?
I went to school all my life. From when I was young until I finished high school and I went to college. Yeah, I did all that. I just didn't get a university education, but to college, yes.
Okay, so you went on to college. Was you just study, or did you socialize and have fun, or was you just head in the books?
In college, of course, I really had fun in college, a lot of fun. I socialized with people and I was still working, you know. Yeah, it was really exciting. That period was really exciting. I was still very young, you know, all energetic, you know, wanting to try this and that. It was a very beautiful life when I was in college.
Okay, okay. So, would you like at that point there? Did you have any like role models then, or was you still kind of like as a child still not having any role models? No one that you know, like a dream or vision of who you wanted to be at that point?
In high school, I really used to admire pilots, and I also used to admire the cabin crews. So I really wanted to work with Kenya Airways, and that was my dream. And I was looking up. I used to look at those ladies and admire them. So I actually went to college and I did cabin crew services, and I qualified and I started looking for a job. And I went for an interview twice at Kenya Airways, but I never passed because I was heavier than they wanted. At that time, they wanted, you know, certain weight, certain height, and then I was heavier than that. Yeah. So I never got that kind of job. Yeah, but yeah.
See, that's the thing. We're judged throughout our life all the time on different things, you know, not pretty enough, not young enough, not heavy enough, or not light enough. There's always this certain boxes people want to put people in. You know, would you say you had any transferable skills from school up until further education?
Transferable skills. What would I say? One thing, it's not a skill. I don't know if it's a skill. One thing, since I was a very young girl, I really loved cleanliness. Up to today.
Okay.
Cleanliness is one thing I will do in a flash of a minute and perfect. You know, they call me perfectionist. I love cleanliness to the core. I spot that from very far. So since that is what I can also call it a skill, because when I do it and I want to do it, you would think people have hired, you know, I've hired people to come and clean, but that's something I like to do. I also do for friends when I feel like, but it's something that since I was young and now, again, I used to have the leadership qualities. They will tell me, and I still have them for real. I still have them wherever I go, whatever I do it with leadership skills.
So do you have any siblings?
No, it's just me.
Okay, I'm getting feedback, and also I'm getting a phone, some kind of like a phone sound. Is that? I'm not sure if that's your phone that's making getting message. I'm just see if everyone's on mute other than you. Okay, so yeah. So regards to that, you've a lot of tragedy, and what I'm getting from you is a lot of tragedy that I don't, how would you be able to just, what is it, like I'm lost for words for that, because you're saying you lost a few, you lost your mom, then your granddad, then your grandmom. How would you, in your own words, how did that make you feel? How was you able to keep on going? You're losing people so close to you. You don't have to share how they passed away. How did you cope? Like, what was your mechanism on that one?
I guess I was born a very strong person. Yeah, it's not good to lose your friends and go through all those and your family, close people to you, and you go through that just like you're smiling. Of course, it has never been easy, especially losing your mom. But for me, I've learned how to live with it. I decided it's me and me and me and me and me, myself and alone. So I decided to just live life and enjoy life and accept things the way they are. There are times, even now, I'll just wish my mom was around, because that's the only person maybe sometimes can understand you. But today I've come to learn that I was called for every other person. So I think they had to go away for me to belong to the whole world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've learned to live with it, and it's all right. It's okay. I encourage those who are losing theirs. I would say that, you know what, I'm still here. Don't worry, I'm okay. I can, I really do that very well.
Yeah, I mean, well, clearly, and you're calling yourself Victorious as well. Like, where did Victorious come about? Did you call yourself Victorious, or did your friends, family, where did the name Victorious come from?
Actually, that's not my initial name. My name is actually Virginia. I forgot it. But growing up, there's a girl I used to like. Yes, her name was Vicky, but my mom also was Victoria. So when I was in class 5, I decided to change my name to her name. It's actually my mom's name, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then everyone started calling you Victoria or Vicky.
Most people call me Vicky. Some people call me Vicky. It depends. My business friends and partners call me Victorious, but my family call me Vicky. My relatives and friends, yeah, they call me Vicky.
Okay.
But I like it when they call me Victorious, because they are happy every day that I'm Victorious.
Yeah. I think I'm hearing like notifications coming through. I'm not sure if it's from your phone. Notification sounds is coming through the speaker.
I don't know. Let me check, because I have 2 phones here.
But so it's very interesting, like you just don't know what you're gonna get when you do these interviews, But what I'm finding is that you're a strong lady, and you clearly live by the name Victorious. How was it for you, like getting into adulthood? Did you have anyone, like, was you growing up with family, or did you just leave home?
Yeah.
What's the situation there?
I was staying with my relatives.
Okay.
Yeah, I stayed with my relatives. I stayed with my uncles, my cousins. Yeah. And in the end of it, or by the age of 19, I started staying by myself. I rented a small house.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And what was you doing? Was you working? How was you able to do that?
I was working. I actually was employed as a office manager. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, front office manager then, but I
Oh,
was not
nice.
qualified. Yeah, I was just that lady just loved me, and yeah, and I took over, and I started working as a cashier, front office manager, managing everything. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So was that something that you was aiming to do, or it just fell into your lap? Like this was an opportunity that was there that you just said, you know what, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, it was an opportunity for real. Was like, I'm gonna do this because I want to start things by myself because life then was not really interesting. When my grandfather was sick in the hospital and I had to see my step grandmother, and she wasn't treating me so well. So time came and I was like, you know what? I'm calling it quits. And I started staying by myself. And yes, I got myself a small room and yeah, I got a job and I was really excited.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the point. Like, I'm just thinking, like, what I would ask you. I don't know if you heard before, but I want to just answer the question one more time. Would you say you have any transferable skills from school time to where you're at now?
Yeah, maybe I'll say leadership skills.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So out of everything, leadership skills. That's something really invalid, like very important to have, you know? So you see, so you've been a leader
Yes,
from school, you've been a leader.
yeah.
Okay. So you got an interesting story because you're new to being online, isn't it? You're new, yeah, and you've
Yes.
only been online coming out to what, just over 2 months? Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So like, how did you
Mhm.
find what brought you to come to be online? What was it that was you just like I'm just gonna go online? Well, how did that come about? You know, this is your chance to like share your story on how that came about. Like, you know, did someone recommend you to go online, or did you just like decide, you know what, I'm gonna get online? Did you do it on your phone? Did you do it on a laptop? What's the story?
Over the years, I used to love working from home. You know what I mean? And I used to love working online, but I didn't know how to start it. I had no clue or idea of how it's done. But I lost the interest because it didn't come through. Because I kept searching, and I used to get just these spams. These scams about work from home and you pay some fee and then there's nothing. But then so at some point I had to quit working on looking for jobs online until one day I met with a friend when my life was really doing bad, where I couldn't afford even a meal or pay my rent. Life was really difficult. And I was so tired. I'm like, God, give me something. I want to change. I want to be a risk taker. I never used to be a risk taker. I used to be a lot of, I had a lot of fear in investing or, just getting out of my comfort zone. So what I decided to do was like, I have to do something else. I started doing world venture, which didn't go very well with me, but I really worked hard during the world venture time. I used to bring a lot of clients for, for presentations, and I brought a lot of people. I'll stop people on the street, and I'll say hi. Some will reject me, some will accept, and most will come to the meetings and they'll listen, but there was no sign up. You know what I mean? I only got one sign up, and I got so frustrated, and I had to start now asking God, please show me what to do. And I met this friend of mine whom we had not met for 15 years. And when we met, he invited me for dinner, for late lunch. Yeah. I was like, okay, fine, I'll come. I went to the offices, or Adventures offices. I totally forgot. Then he called me to ask me, what's up? We had lunch date. I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'm coming. And I went. So as we were eating, he started telling me, actually, who called you because I wanted you to listen to this. And he started explaining to me about Bitcoin. And now I was like, I heard about Bitcoin many years ago and I want to do this. So I listened, and day two, I was doing presentation as well. I signed up, and of course, I gave up my money, but I never recovered even a single coin. It was a scam, And the company went people money, and of course I lost friends and I lost money and stuff like that. And still things were not working out, but I never gave up. We were many when we were starting, most of them gave up. But I said, no, I'm not gonna give up. I said I'm ready to be a risk taker. And I was started asking them, what next? What then next do we do? Something else came up, we did, and I also lost money. And then the following the one that came again, I also lost money. And I was like, damn, I don't want to do these things anymore. But I never stopped because I like I like Bitcoin, I like cryptocurrency, I like where the world is heading to. But then you put your money here, and tomorrow the company has run with your money, and it was a game. I was rat racing, until I gave up, and I was like, I'm not gonna do these things. But one time I met with someone who's my mentor in Nairobi, who introduced me to another company when I had given up on online things, and I was like, fine, let me just try. And I tried, and I put all my effort in, only for the company to just, go again. I gave up completely on cryptocurrency. I said, I'm gonna be buying my Bitcoins, my altcoins, put them on my blockchain wallet, and sell them when the value goes up. That's it, because that's legit, that's real, that's true. But then I kept seeing my mentor now, Civil, online, and I'm like, this guy seems to be having fun. I was still searching online, but nothing to do with, to do with cryptocurrency. And then I saw him, he had put a post, and the post was like, who here wants to know how I earn $1,000 online, And I was like, me. And that is where we started communication. And he sent me a video. I looked at a video. I did not watch the first time or the second time, but at that time, I watched it 3 times. I couldn't believe what I was hearing and the testimony and the learning. Yeah.
Wow. So then what happened then? What was the next step? What, because for some people, it's a struggle just to process the information and actually get something out of it,
Yes. Yeah.
So what was the next step?
My next step was, I didn't have money, honestly. I did not have money because I had come from few months of not earning at all, just staying in the house and just searching sometimes here and there. And, also there's a book I'm writing. I was thinking of, materials to do. So anyway, I told him I want to sign up, and he told me what to do. Then I was like, this is what I need, more so because of personal development. This is what I need. And so I went and borrowed money.
Oh.
And I signed up and I paid immediately. And CV started training me on what to do. He's the one who trained me how to do posters from Rome. Yes, on Zoom. Just told me, do this and do this, do this and do this, do this and this. And I did it and I got it, So we started doing the training. In my that day, I had earned $1,000, just following what they are training us and just following what they tell us to do, the strategies and the formula. I did the same, I continued. Yeah.
Did you say your third day?
Yeah, by that day I had earned $1,000.
Congratulations. Wow, in 3 days. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you was just you was just following everything to the T, fully detailed.
Yes.
3 days. Wow.
Especially when I joined. Yeah, when I joined, right now I've relaxed a bit. But after today, I want to really go back on the Black Ops tutorials and, to go back there and really, because I am looking at earning 10K, 10K a day. That's what I'm targeting on.
Okay, it's always good to have it. So you're saying it's so easy for people watching this. If you've got any questions, please do ask your questions. Even if you're watching on a replay, I'll make sure Victoria gets the questions. But it's always good to join us live. Live is the best place to be when it's energy transfer. You're with us right here and now in the real time. You make it sound so easy. Like, yeah, within 3 days, I made 1,000. Like, some people don't even make 1,000 in like, I don't know if you heard me on, I did a Facebook Live just before I did this or before I did the other one, which didn't come
Yeah.
through. And I was talking about how, you know, some people don't even make that in a year, and you made that in 3 days, and you say it so humbly, you know, and you say it so relaxed, you know. For some people, it's like, oh, that's not actually like, is she? They're not going to actually, they're not going to be able to process that. You know, there's people struggling right now in their business, you know, and able to even like make, you know, get
Yeah.
anyone to join their business or even see them as of any value. Like, how did you do it? What was it? What was you? What can you share? Like, you know, what was it?
Number one, before I even started earning, I remember like a year, like 1 year or 2 years, I had sat down and started searching within me. You know, I started a personal development, personally, spiritually, and I started looking within me. And that's when I realized if it's success, success will always meet a changed attitude. So I had to work on myself deeply, work on myself completely. And that is when I started attracting the right people and the right breaks. After working for myself on myself for about 2 years or 1.5 years, I really did a lot of work and I'm still doing it. Did a lot of meditations, reading of, books that can really actually change me. As in, I was looking for anything that will help me change my mindset and my attitude. So when I met my business, the business that I'm doing right now, I was ready for it, you know. So first of all, before you achieve any success, success lies within you. So if the inside is all right, you will attract the right people, you'll be able to do what you're doing with ease. You're not seeing the difficulty of it, whatever, because already you have worked on yourself and you are now attracting the right people and you're ready for that. If your attitude is not right, you will not do that. So I had to change my mindset, the way I think, the things I do, and the way I approach things. So yeah, that's how I started. Then once I started, like I told you, I had decided to work within myself first. So when I got this, I was able to be humble and to stay coachable because of where I was coming from. And you know what? Being coachable is one of the most important things. Don't try to invent the wheels. You know what I mean? Don't come with your own wisdom or what you are doing, your own knowledge. I was looking for something different and I was ready for it. And what I was seeking was also seeking me. And that's how I was able to do that because I was coachable. I'm still coachable. And I really want to go deep on that, because that is what gave me that success.
Wow, that's powerful. You know, the thing is, a lot of people don't understand the word coachable until it actually happens, you know. And then people are like, oh, hold on a second, are you actually coachable? If you've got any questions, please do ask questions while Victoria is here. It's always better to ask one live and direct. You know, the thing is, the most difficult thing for some people to be is coachable, you know. And like, what made you coachable? What is it that what was going on? Like, you know, how did you manage to do it in 3 days? Like, you know, I know so many people want to ask you this question. I'm going to ask for them. 3 days. I mean, I literally done it, like, you know, like hearing what you're saying. I'm just like, hold on, did she just say 3 days? I have to ask you again. Like, you did it in 3 days. And that just shows how serious you was. And the thing is, you failed so many times, you know, and a lot of people, when they fail the first time around, they're like, no more, you know, and then you failed
Yeah.
again. And you just kept on failing your way forward, and you just knew, and you was consistent with it until you knew you was going to get results. And you didn't even mention how much money you lost, but you lost money, and obviously that's money that you never had, that you didn't want to lose. You know, and people fear this kind of thing. You know, they doubt themselves, but you kept on pushing forward. You know, and I can see now why you are called victorious. You know, you victory right through. You know, what you put out, you get back. You know, if you believe in God like I do, God rewards you. You know, if you stay consistent and you're committed and you stay focused and you keep on pushing forward, you get the results you want. There's so many people to be like, oh, you know, it's not for me, it's not working out, and they blame the system or they blame you because they're not getting results. But you kept on pushing forward, and I commend you for that, because it's not easy to do something like that, you know. And then on top of that, you said you had to borrow money. I was just talking to someone today, and they were telling me they don't have any money, you know, they're struggling. And the thing is, people always talk about they're struggling, you know, not all the time, but most of the time they do. And then they play the victim, you know, they're not really looking, you know, on how they can get themselves out of the situation. But you was just like, well, I borrowed money. You know, was that just one person, two people? It doesn't really matter. You borrowed money and you got yourself in, and then you was able to pay back the money. So what happened next? Like, you made your first 1K. Was it just continuously flowing more and more? Did you use any funnels, or did you just chat to people? What was how did you do it? You know, and for those of you that don't know what a funnel is, it's a website that takes you directly to the products that you need to, and that the person wants you to buy. It's the best way.
All right. Yeah. Now, first of all these things, ClickFunnels, Aweber, website, and I don't have them. I have not started using them. You know what I mean? Because stuff like Aweber and ClickFunnels are new to me. I actually have been searching on how to do them and stuff like that. I have an account with Aweber and ClickFunnels, but I'm stuck. I don't know how to use them, and so I don't bother with them anymore. I stopped until when we were doing this training. So that's when I'm learning right now how to use them, but I've not been using them at all. So for me, it's just from Facebook comment.
Just from Facebook alone?
Yeah.
Okay, this training might actually change and we let you share your screen and show what you do. Because I was going to lead, but we might just let you do it. How do you feel confident in showing us what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because the thing is, I'm listening to what you're saying is that, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing what's actually being said, but she has not used any other tool but Facebook, you know, and we are, you're told to use Aweber, you know, professionals use Aweber, they build a list, you know, ClickFunnels, you know, to get people to make money in your sleep. But you've literally done this on your own using the power of Facebook, you know, and as we did the marketing for this, we used Facebook for the marketing. You know, I did the video, I edited the video, and I did that campaign for you. And it's saying that basically Facebook is unprecedentedly fake accounts. But out of all of that, you've managed to find people that are real, that actually want to invest and see you as an authority figure, because no one's going to invest with you unless they know, like, and trust you. You know, so like, how does that work? Do you want to show us, you know, what exactly you do, you know, by sharing your screen? And then we could partly, maybe you share your screen, I share my screen, and show something that maybe you might not show, and actually do something that we didn't even plan to do, because you just use Facebook alone. Wow. I am.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hated Facebook. I hated Facebook initially. I even had to close my first account because I knew Facebook was for, you know, idlers. You know, people were just there to gossip others and slander and stuff like that. But then after sometimes I was like, I'm going back. I mean, what heck? But I was afraid. You know, I had a lot of fear when it comes to Facebook. I just opened my Instagram the other day. You know, I've not been that active on social media. But now, when I started doing my online stuff with cryptocurrency, that's when I started now, you know, at least learning how to use Facebook to get clients. And I came to love Facebook because it's what you do with Facebook that matters. If you want to appear evil on Facebook, that's what you're going to appear. And if you want to appear real, you'll be real. So I'm real on Facebook. Whatever I post there is true. I don't try to, you know, fake or do something like that. No. Again, I've also learned on adding value. When you add value, these are the things comes, like the way we do our lives every single day, posting things that will actually change people's mindset, as in things that are just posting something that is very adding value to people's lives. So when you add value, and like when I do my lives, of course, sometimes I'm having fun, sometimes it's business, sometimes I want to talk to people. And then I'm at a place, a very nice place, just having fun. And then I'm posting my success posters with my partners. And people goes like, what do you do? Or else I post my marketing tools from Exiters, and people want to know, what is that you do? How come you earned 1,000 or 2 or 3,000, you've earned 6,000 in 14 days. How are you doing? So they want to know. So through the comments, but most of the time it's through the comments, then the inboxes, that's where I get my clients. Because I also edify my business partners' posts. I make sure anybody, I really get excited when anybody earns because I feel like it's me. So I will always edify their post. And so guys will say, oh, she's not only working, but she's working with the whole globe. You know, it's an international business where there are blacks, there are whites, there are yellows, there are greens. All of us are there and we are always congratulating each other. People are having massive success. And so my followers want to know what it is that I'm doing, you know, because it's exciting. It seems nice. I mean, and it has totally transformed my mind from inside out, spiritually, physically, financially. So I'm different. For those who knew me before and those who know me now, they can tell the difference. I can also tell the difference that I've made since I started. So I've really, really transformed my life and the lives of other people. So through the comments, most of the time, and guys, guess what? I get, I'm always 5,000. I always have 5,000 people as friends. So every day I'm unfriending those who are not adding value, and every day I'm adding. I add like 1,000 people almost every day, and I unfriend those who are not adding value in my life. So I've learned only also to deal with people who are adding value, and I'm adding value. So yeah, Facebook is amazing. It's really amazing. So because of the new people, every new person who comes and they go to my post, like today, let me give you an example with today. A guy from Nigeria inboxed me and he asked me, by the way, what is it that you do that people are congratulating you so much? He had not even read. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, on Facebook, you've been congratulated. So what is it you're doing? The guy is signing up tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I told you. Yes.
Wow, congratulations. Congratulations. You know, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but women are much more better in business than men. You know, it's a fact, especially in network marketing and affiliate marketing, you know, and for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. It's just a fact, you know, and that's what it is. I'm wondering, do you want to share what you do on Facebook, or would you want me to show you what I do? Because I was going to be doing just a basic training and just showing exactly what I do and how to find people that's actually real accounts and not fake accounts, and you know, and how to actually share that, how easy it is to find genuine people that are, you know, personal development already there, you know, and they've got a professional look and they have a following. You know, a lot of people struggle, you know, like you were saying, you delete people. Before I delete people, what I tend to do is I basically, so basically where we're at right now is that you've shared your story. Is there anything else you want to share? Because I'll just pause on what I was going to say, because your story is absolutely, like, when you feel, I'm just thinking about that, like, did she just say she doesn't use any tools but Facebook? Like this, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. And a lot of people will be shocked on this, you know, because I was just on a conversation with a guy in South Africa. He's not even in South Africa at the moment. He's in China, you know, and he's making like 4,000 a month in teaching. And I told him what we do, and he was like, it's too good to be true. Is there any success stories? Is there anything? Like, you know, and for me, I didn't even realize at the time when I originally wanted to get you on an interview, I didn't even realize that I got confused on where I interviewed you. And if I didn't even know you was a millionaire mentee, I thought you was through Bitcoin, you know, so I didn't actually know. And that's the amazing thing about it. But at the same time, I just saw that you had a presence, and I was like, this lady is a leader. I want to interview. I want to find out what exactly she's doing, because I can see all of these, like that other gentleman in Nigeria. Congratulations, and seeing your name popping up and seeing you in. There's a group that you're in, isn't there? There's an entrepreneur, a women's entrepreneur group. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah. These are women that came together from our Millionaire Mentoring Black Ops. But all of us are Black Ops ladies. So we've come together, and from the group, I'm from Kenya. We have Ria from Angola, but she lives and studies in the US. We have Angeline from New York, and we have Desha and Renee from Canada. Yeah, so we started that group, and inside the group, we discuss issues to do with women, entrepreneurs, and, you know, we discuss personal stories, and we encourage other women. And we also came up with a group now on Facebook called Super Women Mindset. So we are
Nice.
super women mindset. Yes. So we have done so many webinars. We host a lot of webinars, vision board parties, just to help other women in changing their mindset. That you don't have to sit home, and you can sit at home but work from home and earn, and actually earn very well. You don't have to be employed for you to earn, And so we really touch women in that area, and we just want women to change the way they do the things and the way women are known. Women do this, women beat other people, women are like this, blah, blah. We wanted to change that, and actually we can see that changing. So we are able, through our own success stories, we are able to change people's mindset, and that is what we are all about.
Powerful, powerful, powerful stuff, man. And it's nice to hear as well because, no matter where you are in the world, they always say, men don't gossip, women gossip and, bitch and complain about each other and bring each other down. And you're saying you actually have a group that's supporting women and empowering them up and inspiring them, and showing them there's another level to, what they might be currently doing, that there's other ways of making money. I was talking to a guy today and he was telling me he works on a bus and I'm telling him that I'm going to be interviewing you. But he couldn't comprehend what I was saying to him. And I'm literally interviewing him. I'm taking local transport and I'm talking to him and I'm explaining to him, there are other things other than what you're doing right now to make money. But he couldn't process it. So even when I asked him what his dream income was, it was a job dream income. It wasn't you couldn't think out of the box. It's amazing what you guys are doing. I've been on I've been on two of your webinars, and it was so much value. It was very helpful. And even though you couldn't actually be on the webinar, they played a video of you, and it was just powerful. It was powerful, and they had the video on the screen, on the camera, and because there was issues, technical difficulties, but you still made it. You made it work. You made it work.
Yes, we make things work. We make things happen. We are called superwomen mindsets. Yes.
Yeah, clearly, and just like me and you, we said we're going to make this happen, and we made it happen. We were struggling.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, we struggled to get Facebook Live to happen, and eventually, I had to ask questions in the comments box. Victoria just went live, and she just fireball, flames everywhere. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was just like, but it worked. It worked. We did 3-4 attempts, and we just keep. The thing is, Victoria is very similar to me. She just doesn't quit. I just keep on going and going and going. It's like this webinar may not be packed out to the maximum, but I will still keep on going. That's the thing. A lot of people get discouraged. Oh, there's only about 5 people on the webinar. Oh, I had 7 before, but now we had to do the webinar again because it didn't go according to plan. And now we've got a couple of people in here, about 3-5 we had before, about 4-5 we had before. The thing is, whenever you do anything, you got to just put out your biggest value. And that's something you've clearly done. Even if you didn't have an audience, you still went out there and acted like you did have an audience. And you building up your personal development. And with that energy alone, people get drawn to you. It's attraction marketing. And that's absolutely imagine when you do figure out how to use funnels, when you actually put into practice and watch back the training and, and you actually build a list, how much more you will be making. That's all you need to do. In fact, we're very similar in a sense, because for me, it's that I'm very much this Facebook, but I do have, I do mail out to people for this webinar, for Find a Born Leader. And the thing with Find a Born Leader, why I put the group is there, is for whoever you invite into the group, they see you as a leader, and that's the reason, So if Victoria invites you to Find a Born Leader, she sees you as the leader, go back to her and speak to her, ask her questions. It's absolutely been a pleasure having you on the interview. I don't know what happened before. Apologize to those of you that are watching this on the replay and really wanted to join us on the live. These things happen, but I just refuse to give up. And clearly, this is something Victoria's done throughout her whole entire life up until now. She's just gone strength to strength to strength. She's overcome adversity. She's overcome being, treated in a not nice kind of way. Even though she didn't go into so much detail, but I'm sure people can picture exactly, that you wasn't being, you never had the greatest of childhood, and certain, relatives didn't really raise you a certain kind of way that you had to get yourself out of there and get yourself to where you are now. But you fought and you was victorious, and that's why you are victorious absolutely phenomenal. I'm so happy to have got you on this interview. If you are watching this and you just joined to see this on a replay, or you're watching this live and you're like, well, what can Victoria do for me? You've seen now what she's about. You've heard what she's about, you know, and it's absolutely just like, this lady is gone. Like, I just want people to just recap of this. She lost so much money. She's doing business after business after business, and it's been scam after scam after scam. But she continued on, and the rewards have been bountiful. You know, there's abundance, and she's only going to get more, you know, because she's putting out so much value. And this is the reason why I wanted you on an interview. I was just like, wow, you know. And then I did say that I would do some training. You know, you could stay on and see the training, you know, or you could deliver the training yourself. It's your call.
It is. Indeed. Thank you so much for having me. And what I didn't say is that I'd want to tell the audience that I earned $1,000 in 3 days, but in 14 days, I earned $6,000, 200.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful for them, for my millionaire mentors. And I'm really grateful that they really have poured themselves out to just see the world a better place and change people's lives. And I'm also very grateful for myself. I am patting myself on the back because I have learned how to stay humble, and I've learned how to change my mindset and to look within me to find that goal that is within me. Because everything we are looking for, I see that. Yes. Yeah, for real. Yeah, everything that you're looking for is actually within you. Find yourself and you'll have found everything you want. So I'm really grateful for where I am. I'm still work in progress. I'm still learning things. I'm still working to develop myself spiritually and, you know, in all areas. I'm still working every day. I read every day. Every day I'm improving myself. Every day I'm doing things to better myself, because I know when I better myself, and then the world is taken care of, you know. So I decided to do it to start with me. It's me. If I'm failing, it's me. If I don't have money, it's because of me. If I'm in luck, it's me. You know what I mean? If I'm angry, if I'm sick, if I'm bitter, it's me. It's never the other person. I have learned that it's never about other people. It's about me. And so and that's why I keep developing myself every single day, either reading, you know, just meditation, whatever it is I'm doing to change me so that I can change the world. Otherwise, I can't give the world what I don't have. So I had to look for what I want to give to the world. And so, yeah, so far the journey is good. I'm still really a work in progress. I'm in a personal development journey, not a personal accomplishment journey. So it's an amazing thing. Working within ourselves and finding that which within yourself is key, and that will bring the right thing. Change of attitude, change of mindset, just loving people, being real, be authentic. You know, I'm telling you, you will start attracting things, mighty things. We have just started.
Yeah. Wow. I'm getting goosebumps all over. Like, I really am. Oh my gosh. Wow. Powerful. And the thing is, I was going to say, hey, Victoria, what can you say to those that are, you know, struggling in the business? And you already answered it. You answered it before I even asked it. And that was so powerful. I just feel the energy is just amazing, you know. And the thing is, it's absolutely, you know, the way you talk about it, you can see you're humble with it, you know. You can see you're not arrogant with it. You know, some people will be very, you know, act a certain kind of way about it, you know, but you just chilled and relaxed, like, you know, and that's hard to come by, you know. It's hard to find real people, you know, genuine real people that want to help people. And when people do hear about it, they kind of like, ooh, is that really real? Are you serious? You know, what I want you to do is that I always say, I'm sharing my audience with you, is that how can people connect with you? How can they find you? You know, I know it's kind of obvious, but I'm still going to ask anyway. How can people connect with you?
It's very simple. You connect with me through my Facebook. Message me, inbox me, or comment. That's how it's very easy to connect with me. I also have a Twitter handle. I have, you can connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm using the same names across. So Victorious, you will find me. But Facebook is the best.
Wow. 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 Do you know what? It's absolutely been a pleasure of having you on this Zoom interview, you know, and find a born leader within you. You know, it's actually finally got you on the interview, and it's been absolutely, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, if I'm watching it, I'm looking forward to watching the replay myself. But yeah, we're going to be moving on into the training. Is there anything else you want to share, or you could actually, you know, anything else you want to share, or?
Only one thing, go out there, be the best you can be the best version of yourself. Let's change the world together.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. Thank you. So I'm going to be moving on into the training now. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I'm going to be talking about how easy it is to find people like Victoria, for example. You know, we could actually head over to her profile just to see what's going on there, you know, and I'm going to be sharing my screen right about now. There we go, screen sharing. Hopefully there's nothing in. Do you want to share your screen? It's going to capture everything. There we go.
Okay.
Allow permission. Where's it going? This permission allows your app to show things on top of your apps. Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen? I don't know if you can see it. You can see it? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. We're going to go to Facebook. And this is, I love using my mobile phone just to show people, you know, that you can actually use your phone.
Yes.
For some time, I didn't realize that you can do so much on your phone, even do a Zoom webinar and record it. So like, as you can see, there's a picture of me smiling. First of all, before you do anything, you want your account to be a professional account like this one here. You see, you can see the banner, as you know, you can see I'm smiling, I'm welcoming people to my page. And at the moment, because I haven't really been active, but what I want to show is that, you know, I did a live, there's a live there, there's Facebook, there's my profile, and this is what you was mentioning about edifying people that are, you know, making money, you know, showing social proof, you know, in regards to what's actually currently happening. As you can see, congratulations, our mentor, Darren Little, our other mentor, who used to be a millionaire mentee and still is, but he's also our mentor, Samuel Mohika, and there's yours truly, me. You know, and this is the thing that a lot of people do is they pitch their business. You know, if you go on my profile, you wouldn't know a clue what I do because I choose not to. And I've been like that for some time. But then when I actually hearing people say that millionaire mentors are telling us, you know, that, oh, you shouldn't share, you should just share who you are, your personality, you know, the stuff that you like to do, you know, the food that you like to eat, you know, controversy, you know, entertaining stuff, funny stuff, you know, and personal development, you know, have a balance rather than just personal development over and over again. It gets boring. So as you can see, I've shared my food, meal, you know, and then what people tend not to do, and people say, well, I can't find leads. Oh, where can I find leads? Well, I just go to this post now and just find out who likes my post. Very simply, see the comments there, Victorious, you know, and these people here are leads. They've liked my post. I can now communicate with them and ask them, you know, what did you like about my post? If I go over here, I can see that there's a split between 9 and 9 likes and 9 loves. A lot of people don't know that when you get a love, it boosts the post more than a like. So I tend to love people's posts more than like a post, you know, and I can see there's people here that I've spoken to, you know, I've connected with every single person on here, every single person I've connected with. And a lot of people don't realize the power of Facebook is the fact that you can actually find people very easy. You don't have to spend money on leads. You don't have to buy lead generating packages, even though they are available. But say you know, you've spent your money on the product and you just want to find people and you're like, oh, where can I find people? You know, you just go to a leadership group, you know, as our mentor teaches us. I don't know if you can hear that video, not music playing. But anyway, I'll move from there because I didn't want the video to play anyway. And I'm on Tony Robbins' website. And here I am now, like I promised and I said I would do, is training. You know, our mentors showed us this as well. Look at this. Look at this. Look how easy it is. 179 people like this video. If I click on it, I'm going to see people commenting. So I can see people that like to engage. So I tend to add people that engage and people that like, you know, but I only add them when I see if they're worthy of being added. So we've got this lady called Manja Costa. I can add her as a friend. She's got pictures of 2 girls. I take it as her daughters. You know, she says she's a wellness advocate to Deterra. A lot of people share straight away what they do, and they share their affiliate links right on their profile. She's got 1,070 people following. Now, clearly, she's got a mutual friend of mine who's a personal development guy, and he makes good money online from what I've seen. But she speaks another language, and she's doing what a lot of people do, pitching her business right on her profile like an advertisement. Now, from what I can see, she's speaking another language. So can I communicate with her? I'm having a look to see she's speaking in English. I think that's Dutch. I'm not sure. But she looks like a real person. But the thing is, there's so many fake accounts now, it's hard to tell. But she actually looks like a real person. But the way I find out if someone's real is I go to pictures where there's family. And when there's a family picture, this is where people usually interact the most and leave comments. Now, there's 117 likes, there's 12 comments, and they all speak the same language. So the likelihood of me adding her is very slim because she speaks another language. I don't know if I'm going to be able to communicate with her. So I wouldn't add her, but I'll just move on for another example. I'll go on to someone to share a fake account. Now, this here is clearly a fake account. Either that or they just can't be asked to have a profile picture, but this isn't someone you would want to add, because what we want to do, you know, and as Victoria said, she communicates with people that's got value. This person, what you want to be looking for is someone who's got value. You know, they've already got engagement, they've got an audience already, but you can clearly see they're struggling, or they might not be struggling. They might bring value to you. One of you going to bring value to each other. Now, this account here, I wouldn't even bother add them, because there's nothing here telling me that I can do business with them, or even they can help me in business, because there's just nothing there. I mean, they might be a real person, but it's just Facebook, you know, and it's another language again. And what I find with Tony Robbins as well is he's international, so he gets a lot of different type of people. Now this guy here, Demand Excellence, you know, I'm just got a wealth of leads right here, right now. Challenge yourself, learn, read more, take risks, don't quit. Demand excellence in your life. Now he's from Kansas. He looks like he's a fitness guy. You know, I've just arrived at school. I've heard people talking about some hijackers, talking over what? Okay, so he posted on the 11th of September. This is 20th of September, and his profile is open, but not something he does look like he's in personal development. Someone I could add. But let's have a look. 92 likes, 9 comments, 10 shares, and it's September 11th. Good stuff, extremely well said, Jard. You know, he seems like someone who's very, you know, he likes his country. You know, and he's bringing up September 11th, and he hasn't been online since, by the look of it. So I'll move on from there. I always go for people that are constantly posting, because you want people that are engaging. You want people to be engaging with your posts, and you want to be engaging with their posts, and you want to have of interest. Now, this lady, I'm not able to follow her. I'm only able to follow her. I'm not able to add her. I tend to always add people that I can actually add and communicate with. So we're going to have a look again at Christine. No, this is a definite no. This is someone I wouldn't add, because this is just no. Victoria?
Yep.
Would you add this person?
No.
No. You know, and the reason being is because they're just smiling, but it doesn't look like a real account. It's like a fake account. You know, and so we're gonna keep on moving. And let's have a look at this guy. Another one. You know what? This is interesting, because a lot of the people here right now are speaking another language, and it makes it a bit difficult to. I cannot communicate with him. So you know what we'll do? We'll go to Gary V. We'll go to Gary V and see what Gary V is saying, because Gary V tends to have people that are just American or UK. That's what I've found. Gary V. Vaynerchuk. Let's have a look at him. So now you got. This is how to find leads, but not only that, leave a comment as well. because then people find you at the same time. And Facebook has this little thing called, you get badges, so you become a top fan. And if you're a top fan, people are going to see, because they're going to want to know who's a fan. You know, if you go to see who's the top fan, it will give you a list of all the fans. And then these people are people that's in pursuit of personal development. If you go to see all and have a look, okay, let's look at Austin. He's a top fan. He seems to be like a father. Okay, this looks good. September 17. Okay, so he just started a job. Camp, light work, can't wait for the full season. Now this looks like a real account to me. He's got it as friends only. Sure, wish I could just talk. This is definitely a real guy. And, you know, but there's nothing there saying personal development. Nothing really saying personal development, apart from this post here. Unconditional. Best thing you could probably do as a father is make sure they see how much you love their mother. How much you love their mother. Okay. Now, what I would do with that is to add him, I will copy the link. Let's move this out of the way. I'll copy link, and I'll go and add him as a friend, because he's given something that is, it's not quite personal development, so I'm not too sure yet if I would add him. Let's have a look. Daddy Day. Okay, he likes laughing. Relationships work when two people have the same intentions to grow together. That's personal development. God, please remove anybody lying to me, using me, speaking foul on me behind my back, but pretending to love me in my face. So keep that rumor shit down. I didn't do drugs. I'm not really seeing anything personal development. Not really. This isn't really a good example. No. But he's got Gary Vee, still caring about other people think, watch this. Okay. You could, the thing is with Facebook profiles, Facebook, you can actually get a lot from them. I'm just going to do this training really briefly. I would add him as a friend. I'll message him. He'll see my profile. And I would just basically say, hey, you know, I would say it's in the evening. I'll say it's in the evening. And I'll say, Austin, love this. I'm a father too. I'm a father too. And I'll just put the post of the copy link in like that. I say, and then he'll see this post, added you, and I'll just put added you as a friend because I resonate with your profile. Added you as a friend, as a resonate with your profile. Okay? And the thing is, the reason why I do this is so when they see this, they'll be like, okay, he's not spamming me, he's not putting any links, he's not sending anything to me, he's just saying that he resonates. And if they don't understand what the hell resonate means, they can Google it, but then, you know, pull it in, and then that's it. And I'll put a little smiley face. Most of the time, about 99% of the time, people add me. And this is what you do, and this is it. This is, I've connected with him, he will see that post, you know, and as you can see, I'll give you an example of how I connect with people. You know, we'll go into basically posts. So like, for example, you know, when I connect to someone, this lady here in particular, good evening, Letitia, but that was on the 28th of May. I wasn't even, I said gold evening, but I've changed it up since then. And I've reconnected with her because she liked my post. I said, good evening, Letitia, hello, Andrew. And people don't use Messenger to its full capability. You know, thanks for loving my post regarding 1K. What are you up to? You know, she says she's doing nothing much. Okay, cool, paid. And right now I'm having this conversation with her, and you know, I'm changing her state by, you know, talking to her, and I'm just finding out about her, because this is the job that we're in. We're here to find the solution to people's pain. I don't actually know if she's got any pain, so I'm not sharing anything with her. You know, and this is as simple as it is. It's simple, simple, simple. For those of you that are struggling to find leads and you're thinking, how can I find leads? It's as simple as that. Just reach out to the people that you add, you know, get to the people, everyone that likes your post, everyone comments on your post, reach and connect with them on a regular basis. Because what Facebook does is it judges, it watches you and your algorithms, and it bases it on how much contact you have, communication you have with the people that are your friends. And the more and more you engage with them, the more and more Facebook will keep your account more active and more you'll be able to move around. But the less you talk, the more likely you are to get blocked, the more likely you are to get your posts, not be able to post stuff in Messenger, because if you post to people on Messenger quite a lot and no one opens up your post, what happens is Facebook says, hey, this person is spamming people, even if you're not, and they block you from having conversations with people on Messenger, which is really frustrating because Facebook is a social media platform, but this is why that would happen. So I'm just going to go on to Adam J. Sandler. I'm just going to see how he is. What's he doing? It's a picture of him. He's not smiling. He's a ghostwriter. He's an editor. And he's a copywriter. That's a skill that I would like. So whenever you're looking for someone to join you in your business, you want to look for strengths that you don't have. So he's a bold prediction. Joe Madden will be fired. Going to a comedy show. Now this person looks real, but there's nothing here saying personal development. Nothing at all saying personal development. See, and the thing is, if you use Facebook and you're just posting, then you really are not using Facebook. Like, you know, I'm sure with you, Victorious, you don't just use Facebook just to post, do you? You communicate with people on Messenger. You're very good at it.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing is, what you don't want to be doing, I'll give an example before I come off this, end this training. I'll go to, come out here, like I will go to a conversation, and this lady here, she's in pursuit of her personal development. I would just say, basically, she's saying, how do you register? I'll be like, hello. And I wouldn't say hello, I would say, I'll send later. Send later. The thing is, what people tend to do is they do thumbs. Doing a thumb is just like, that's just a point, wasting your time talking to someone who gives a thumb. If someone does a thumb without actual writing to you, they're just not worth your time. You know, and that's the thing. I usually would unfriend people. What I tend to do, what I'll share just before I end this short training, is that I go to my Facebook, because you said you delete people when they're inactive. So what I would share is that before I delete someone, I've already deleted over 3,000 people, and it took me over a month or two. You know, and like this account here, I wouldn't add them. I just delete. I haven't got even time to look at them, you know, because I've got over 212 friend requests. It's a bit tedious to be going through every single one of them. Now, this guy here, never rely solely on one income stream. We will all have the same 24 hours in a day. How do you spend yours? Now, he's in London, United Kingdom. You know, this guy here clearly is personal development. You can see straight away on his posts. Let's have a look and see when he last posted. But he posted on the 19th of April. So the likelihood of me adding him is very slim. I'll just keep waiting to see when he comes back online. I won't add him. You know, and one thing you want to do is check to see what's going on in your news feeds. You want to comment on posts. You want to see what's going on, and you want to engage a post. Look at that. 20 minutes ago, Trisha has just tagged me to say that I earned 1,000 last week. You know, and this is the thing. Like, I couldn't even plan this if I wanted to. You know, and the thing is, what you want to do is when you see posts, you want to like it. You want to leave a comment, and I call this leaving a trail. You know, and just thanking. You know, always give gratitude. Gratitude is something that clearly, you know, Victorious has. She has a lot of gratitude, because if she didn't, she wouldn't have made that much money in a short amount of time. You know, would you agree, Victorious?
Yep, totally.
So Zinina, evening, Trisha. Thanks for you know, thank you. And, you know, just leave a nice comment. You know, and what happened, which I get a lot, is when I leave comments, people respond back to my comments, or they add me just by my comment alone. And you just want to stand out, you know. But at the same time, you want to comment on, you want to show gratitude for people that see your value. And I interviewed Trisha last week, Friday, did a Zoom webinar as well, and she did some amazing training. This actual webinar, I didn't actually ask you, Victorious, if you wanted to do any training, so I wasn't really going to put you on the spot. But if you wanted to do the training, I would have just let you just get on with it. Thank you for the mention. You know, and it's as simple as that. You know, I will be doing some more training on this later. You know, but what this training was about was just to show you how quick and easy it is to get leads. You know, you can literally just, like, for example, I wouldn't use Trisha, but I'll use somebody else. If I just refresh my profile, I wouldn't use Darren. You tend to use people that's not in business with them. So Jeremy Williams, let's have a look at his post. Okay, so I've just recently added him. You know, he's in New Zealand. You know, he looks like he's in pursuit of personal development. Friday flashback. Okay, Steven Spielberg. I think I might make a movie about the life of Jeremy. Ryan knows me so well. Okay, he's posted food, which looks nice. That's tasty. Most of it looks really nice. And I can already see one of our millionaire mentors has liked his post, Ari Maccabee. So, you know, but at the same time, you can easily just get people that like certain people's posts, especially if they like a personal development one. When your trade hits the stop loss, when your trade almost hits take profit when the Trump tweets, and it sets you, okay, let's move from that. Which one are you? Are you a leader? Now, this is the type of post that I would want to engage in. And the people that's engaged with this will be either seen themselves as leaders, you know. So look, all these people here, leads. It's as simple as that. It's not difficult to find leads. And I'll leave it as that for now. If you want further training on this, reach out to me, reach out to Victorious, and we'll be happy to help you. You know, this is something that is clearly easy to do, to find leads. It's not difficult at all. You can easily find leads. It's not difficult, you know, and a lot of people struggle with this. I'm just going to bring back the screen, you know, and just get back on the video. And basically to say it to you like that, it's as simple as that. It's so simple. It's not difficult to find people. It isn't difficult. You know, a lot of people spend money on buying leads, you know, and these leads are not they're not people that's interested in being in business with you. All you need to do, like Victorious has done, is show your biggest value for free. Is there anything you want me to show before we wrap up this training, this webinar, or you're happy and content? Oh, I've got you on mute. We've got you on mute. Let's have a look. So I'm just going to unmute everyone. Unmute all. Okay, so yeah, Victorious. Oh, there's Teresa's just wanted to jump on. Hello, Teresa. Hello, everyone. I was just showing how to add people. You know, Victorious, would you say any of those people, would you have wanted to add them?
Yes, the people you added, I wanted to add them as well. I mean, I've also learned something from what you are teaching us. I'm glad I stayed. Thank you so much. There's something I've really learned that I didn't know about, but now I know. Facebook is really, yeah.
You know, I could show a little bit more. I could show a little bit more what I do. You know, like I'll show you one more thing before I go, just because you mentioned that. I'm going to show you something that you might not know, and a lot of people don't know this, but this is something that I do a lot, and I'm going to share a little secret of mine. So I'm going to share that with you, what I do. So I'm going to go, start now, share my screen, flip my screen round, and I'm going to show you something that a lot of people don't know. And I've done this in my previous training. If you want access to that, I'm happy to show you the access. So where are we at now? So I will go to drafts on my emails, and I will go to engagement post. Now, the reason why I do this is because this is how I build a rapport with people very easy. I call it, you know, instant rapport. So where are we at? So there should be a post saying, okay, where is it? Great things coming to. What's going on? No. This is interesting. This it's not giving me the post that I usually have. So what I usually do, which is not allowing me to do at the moment, is I have pre-made messages. So it's really easy for me to just get things done. And then I also have links to my posts, so it's easy for me to get to my post. And basically through here, I don't know, Facebook is not allowing me to get to it. So if I just do engagement post, engagement post, not Facebook. I'm calling it Facebook. It isn't even Facebook. This is Google, and see what happens. So because it should be in drafts, but for some reason I'm not seeing it. It's not coming up. Oh, here we go. Engagement post. So this is how I boost my post. Even though it's gone, I boost my post again. So I would just say, for example, I will go to someone and I'll talk to them, have a conversation with them, and I'll boost the previous post very easily, like Millionaire Mentoring. I'll just click on that, send it to someone, say I've sent it to someone in their inbox, and I'll say, hey, you know, this is about Millionaire Mentoring, or this is about, you know, this is a post I've done, check it out, see if you can get value from it. And I'll just literally share this with someone. and then they will copy on it. They will like it. You leave a comment, type 1, and as you can see, 33 people liked it. And you can see like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and there's most relevant. If I go most relevant, newest post comment 3 weeks ago. You know, but at the same time, I've boosted this post again. So if I go to another post, like one that I'll always share all the time, and it's where is it? King was born. So I'll go to King was born, and I'll say, hey, you know, do you want to find out about me? Do you want to understand? You know, I call this instant rapport. And this post is 23rd of May, but you would still see posts, people still leaving comments on it. And the reason being is because I keep these posts ready to fire away to anyone I have a conversation with. And one thing I've learned is to hack Facebook. And what I mean by hack Facebook, I don't mean hack it. No, Facebook don't shut me down. What I mean is basically, if you share a Facebook link, and if you follow all the steps I gave you before by being engaging, you'll be able to share more stuff within Messenger. I've got meet someone. Okay, I forgot to meet you all. Please mute yourself if you've got background noise. And basically what I do is I share this post. As you can see, it says a lot about me. You know, and if you want to copy this, you're more than welcome to copy it. If you want me to send it to you, I can send it to you. You know, just leave a comment. And basically what I do is I put this post here and I send it to people, because then when they read it, they automatically got a rapport with me in less than a few minutes. You know, a little bit about me you may not know. 20th of March 1982, a king was born. My mother and father married and split up when I was 3 years old, and no father figures growing up. You know, and you can see all of this here. And when they read this, they really do get a feel of who I am as a person. And this is a brilliant way to use any of your posts to get engagement. As you can see, there's a picture here of my daughter putting stickers on my mouth, you know, all over my face as she does. This is when she was 3. And if I go to most relevant, you would see that there are people commenting on my post like a week ago. This guy here and this lady here, she's got, hello? Please mute your microphones. And I've got Jade here, and you can see, if you look at this picture, who's Jade with? Holton Bugs.
Holton Bugs, yes.
And do you want to know something really interesting? I got this post from Holton Bugs.
Wow.
Exactly. See the power? So that she's actually liked this post. And she's, you know, awesome post. I look forward to following your journey. See that? Now, if I actually go down to the post, you would see Holton Bugs official for your inspiration. There you go. You see, and the thing is, I constantly share this post regularly. As you can see, it's 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. I haven't shared it recently, but I will be sharing it again because I just reminded myself about this post. And I highly recommend that you do this. If you want engagement on your post, just keep posts regularly ready to fire away when you're having a conversation with someone in Messenger, and use Messenger. Really do use Messenger. Every time you see someone like your post, go back to them on Messenger and like their post, but don't just force to really like their post. If you can't find a post that you like, you know, then this is what you would find, a post that you like, and then comment on that post. Because sometimes people post stuff we don't like. This is you know, how it is. And I don't know if any of you have any of you done this? Do you do this? What I'm doing now?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
You see, well, this is something I highly recommend that you do. Get your best post that you want people to see, and it's showing you. So that post could be as old as last year, and you can still just keep it. Like, for example, if I want to get people, and if someone tells me they love motivation or they like my motivational video, I'll say, hey, why don't you watch my 20 motivational videos? And I'll send them the link. They'll go over to the link, and then they can just build a rapport with me while I'm not even available. See? And these are my 20 best motivational videos that I picked. But not just that I picked it, but the most engaging videos that I've got. And then when they go in the video and they like the video, it pushes it back up. But you want to do this at strategic times. You want to do this at 7 o'clock in the morning. You want to do this at lunchtime, and you want to do this at 7 o'clock in the evening. The reason being is when they push your post up, people are there to see it. You don't want to be boosting your post up when most of your audience are in Nairobi, Kenya, and they are all sleeping at 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. You want to be doing this, especially if your audience is all in Kenya. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You don't want to do it when there's no one looking. You want to do it at times at 7 a.m. in the morning. So that usually I'll boost up 5 of my posts at 7 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. And then that's what I would do. A lot of people, what they tend to do is they comment and like and they comment on so many different posts before they share their posts. I don't particularly use that method. It works for others, but I don't use it. But as you can see, it's very easy to find leads, even if you're going onto other people's profiles, especially people that's got a value. Like, for example, this lady here, she's a previous millionaire mentee. She doesn't do she's not a millionaire mentee anymore. She's doing her own thing, but she's learned so much from it, and she's continued with it. So you see, she's put a post up. There's 23 likes. If you're not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. Your life will become better by making other lives better. Now, that isn't even a quote, but she's used it. She's not given anyone, she's not copied anyone in to say whose quote it is, but that's not hers. But you can see people's comment on the post. So if you have a look and see who's commenting on her post, helping affiliates get massive traffic, quality leads, consistent sales using automation. So this is someone who understands the power of funnels, and he's only got 79 people following him, and he's clearly not doing much with it. Only surround yourself with people who force you to level up. So he's someone of value. So I would actually copy his link. I would love his post. I would say it's evening time here, so I would say Zillionaire evening. And I automatically stand up by just how I write. Zillionaire evening, love this post, my brother. And I'll talk to him like I know. Love this post, my brother. Awesome. And I'll put continue to make a habit. And I'll even tag it, make a habit. And when I tag it, make a habit, it automatically pulls. Everyone will see make a habit. If they tap on it, they'll get straight to my post. And I also do that to group all quality posts as well with my posts. So when you go and make a habit, it automatically brings you to me. Do you see the power of Facebook?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people are not tagging their posts. And this is, if you don't tag your posts, you're missing out on this opportunity that you can just group all your posts in one place. See, look, 580 views, 289 if I go see all. You can see my most popular post, and it's all there, ready to go. Everything's there. And this is something that I really do highly recommend that you do. You hashtag your post. So you're Victorious. You can call yourself Victorious, hashtag Victorious. Every time you put a post out, you put Victorious. And when you're doing that, you're grouping all your posts together. And it's so easy. Then people can see exactly what you're doing. They see everywhere you've posted. They see my Make a Habit motivational group. And then you can see other people that's using the hashtag Make a Habit, and there you go. And Make a Habit is actually my brand. Make a Habit is my brand, but it's also a really good way of telling people to do something. So there you have it. It's as simple as that. And then if I go into Messenger, this guy here, now I'm not too sure about him, but if I go on his profile, he said he's 17, he's drawn on his face, and I added him. I added him as a random. I don't usually add people like this, but I added him. And he's only 17 years old, but he wants to make money online, Now, I was going to unfriend him, but he seems genuinely real. He is a kid. As you can see, pictures there. And what I notice people in Africa tend to do, specifically in Africa, is they tag the world in their post, which is kind of annoying. And Facebook doesn't like that either, especially if you're not actually in the picture. But that's what people tend to do. But yeah, anything else you want to know? I can show you something. Any other tips you want me to show you? Oh yeah, I'll show you how I delete people. And I delete people in a different kind of way. So I don't just delete people, and people use tools and spend money. What I tend to do is I go into my friends list. I look to see, so let's go to friends. Hold on, not that one. Where is it? Let's go to me and go to my friends. I'll leave you on this one. And I'll go to, I've got friends. Let's have a look and see who my friends are. And before I delete someone, this is what I do. I don't just delete them, because people are using tools to delete people, but that's not good. I've done that and I lost a lot of people. Now this person here is Amanda Williams. Now, I don't even know who this is. I recognize the name, but there's no picture of her. There's nothing. There's nothing here. There's nothing here telling me I want to stay friends with this person. They posted on the 18th of September. Might be the same scumbags that did my car. Share so we can catch them. Okay. So there's some kind of robbery going on. Don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself by trying to please everyone around you. Okay, so before I delete her, I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to copy her post before I delete her and see what's going on. So she's not responding to my message, so this is a clear sign to delete. She's someone I know, clearly, because I used to live in Southgate. So I'm going to say, Zillion evening, and I want to say, hey, I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. And I want to wait for her to respond to this post. If she doesn't respond to it, she's getting deleted. But this is what I do. And I post this in and say, hey, I hope you're okay. I saw this post. Hey, hope you're okay. Saw this post. And then she'll see that and see that I'm caring and I'm wanting to know she's okay. You know, and that's what I do. But usually what I tend to do, if I see someone like that, I would just delete them anyway. But because I've seen that type of post, I'm like thinking to myself, is she okay? You know, she's taken her profile picture away. Did she ever have a profile picture? Let's have a look. Okay. 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 And that's it. And that's basically it. This is actually, yeah, this is a real person. Yep, recognize her. But for some reason, she's not putting pictures up anymore. But I've deleted over 3,000 people, but every single person I deleted, I messaged them. Or if they were inactive, then I just removed them. If they've not been online for something like a year, I would message them first, wait, then I'll delete them. Because what you don't want to do is, and also this is kill two birds with one stone as well, because while you're doing this, Facebook algorithms are getting boosted up because Facebook can see you're engaging with people. You're not just deleting people. And Facebook also is not going to just block your account for what I'm randomly deleting people. Because if you delete a lot of people in a quick succession, Facebook will freeze your account because they'll think someone's hacked into your account. So this way you're communicating with people, and at the same time when you're engaging with them, they're now going to go to your profile and look at your post and see what you've been up to. So this is a good way of boosting up your posts as well at the same time, rather than deleting them. And there's times when I've deleted people and then they message me back and say, hey, you know, how are you? Just saw your post. And they don't even know I've deleted them. So then, you know, and that's the situation. So it's always wait for a bit, wait for like maybe give them a day and then get back to them and then delete them. So yeah, that's everything. The screen, stop sharing, spin my camera around, and that's it. So I really do highly recommend that you use Messenger. And when you use Messenger, use voice notes. It's a very powerful tool. You know, when you're actually engaging with people on their posts, like their posts and voice note them, it's much more powerful. If you get a chance to add someone, add them as a friend and do a video call, something Darren's mentioned, something Samuel's mentioned, something Ari's mentioned. Just get on a call. Now, and Darren and Ari's, I mean, in their mentors, Samuel as well as our mentor. Just get on a call with them, video call like this now, and then you can genuinely see if they're real. You know, and that's the most powerful thing you could possibly do. You know, get on a call with them. It's so much more easier than actually typing, and it saves so much more time. You know, but these are the things that you can do. And this is the way you avoid, you know, fake accounts. So I'm going to leave it as that. Is there anything you want to add to this before we wrap this up?
No, yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being a guest, and much a pleasure. You already know how to connect with Victoria. You can connect with her on Facebook. You can connect with me on Facebook. And you can also find us and find a born leader within you. If you see yourself as a leader, aspiring leader, you want to network with leaders like Victoria, myself, and others. The group's like over 101 strong now. You know, it started off from like 0. We have to start from somewhere, but it's growing day by day. So you heard it from me. Continue to make a habit out of your great habits and knock out your bad habits one by one. Stay positive, productive, and patient. Believe, vision, and achieve. Remember to be consistent, committed, and confident. Make a habit in God or whatever you believe in, the universe, whatever it is. I ain't judging you. I have nothing but gratitude, and it's been a pleasure having you, Victoria. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want more training, if you want to reach out to Victoria, like I said, reach out to her. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure, and we are out of here. Hey, welcome everyone to Find the Born Leader exclusive webinar. I am so happy to actually be doing this. It's taken me a long time to get to this position, but I'm finally here. We've been doing Facebook Lives and they've not been going according to plan. And now we are finally actually suitably We are here. We are here. We are making this happen. It's happening, you know, and I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be here to actually let you know that it's taken a while to get to this position, but we're here now, you know. So I'm just going to let you know that I'm going to be interviewing Trisha Malika Gosh. She can, from broke to coach you, and it's absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal. I'm so happy to actually have her. You know, it's something that I've been looking forward to for some time, you know, and I'm just waiting to see, like, basically how I can actually get the best out of this lady, this phenomenal lady that's gone from being broke to coach. You know, I love that, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what does that mean exactly? You know, what does that mean? Because when people hear broke, they're like, what does that mean? Did you break something? You know, what's the situation? And not only that, she's a suicide, you know, survivor. You know, I've been many times complimented suicide, you know. Sometimes we get to the lowest state in our minds. We don't want to go no more. We don't want to move anywhere. We just feel like we just ain't got we're not capable of making things happen, you know. And we forget that we're our worst nightmare, and we're the best dream. But like you know, we can be a nightmare, or you can be a dream. You can be the things that you want to be. You can be anything you want, you know. These things you can. And like the thing is, some people, we dig ourselves into a hole, we put ourselves into a pit, we lock ourselves into a cage. Now Findable Leader is a place where you can network with leaders like Trisha. You know, you can network with other people in there that actually want to grow their business, that want to grow their.
All right, guys, so let's start. I want you to listen very carefully, because my concept of audience building is very different. And I was actually listening to Diane Hockman today, and coincidentally, she was also speaking on audience building, and I will share her message. She is one of my favorite marketers. She's actually the attraction marketing queen, and every person who's into attraction marketing should follow Diane Hockman. So now you must be wondering, why do I have Jesus Christ here, you know, with audience building? What is the relationship? So as we carry on with the training, you will know what I mean. Okay, so slide 1. So what is audience building? So audience building is the